Hey there, humans. Let's talk about the million types of texters out there. Yes, even the annoying ones. Let's get into it. First and foremost, the minimalist, aka the no-nonsense messenger. They'll say one word, maybe two. They value clarity over warmth. They're not trying to be cold. They genuinely believe brevity is respect for your time. They're often introverts or people with depleted social energy. They communicate in essentials because elaborating feels exhausting. If they send you more than 3 words, oh yeah, you must be special, huh? Next, the abbreviator, aka the short form spammer. I need a translation guide, and possibly a linguist. They have spent so much time online that abbreviations have become their native language. This typing style develops from high-volume digital communication. Their brain processes information quickly, and typing speed matters. They're often multitasking or managing multiple conversations. You ask them to spell out, you know what I mean, they will look at you like you asked them to do calculus. Then there's the unconventional emoji user. Who gave you access to those emojis? Where did you even find them? Nobody knows what half of these mean, and that includes them. These people see emojis as emotional texture. They're often people who feel constrained by standard conversation and use unusual symbols to express nuance that words can't capture. One eggplant emoji, one France flag, and one sun emoji all together in a message about school. Yeah, just ignore it. Next, the conversationalist, aka the aesthetic, nice typer. It's all in lowercase, casual, like they're thinking out loud. They type the way they talk, stream of consciousness, complete with verbal fillers. They're verbal processors and need to work through thoughts as they type. Words like, maybe, and you know aren't indecision, they're how they think. Their texts feel like a conversation because to them, that's exactly what it is. Phew. The distracted typer. Did you have a stroke? Are you okay? Should I call someone? They're typing while doing 3 other things and refuse to slow down. They are high-energy multitaskers or people who prioritize momentum over accuracy. They're moving too fast to proofread because stopping feels inefficient. The message matters more than the polish. They know there are typos, they just don't care. The emoji amplifier, or the words plus emojis user. Why are there 3 drooling faces? What does that mean? They're adding energy to their messages because plain text feels too flat for how they actually feel. They're expressive communicators who worry about being misunderstood in text. They want you to feel their enthusiasm, not just read it. They are often extroverts or people who communicate primarily through energy. The emojis don't match the vibe. They never do, and they will not explain. The caps lock communicator, aka are you angry? Everything is urgent, everything is loud. They're not angry, this is just how they express emphasis. They are high-intensity communicators who feel emotions big and want their text to match. Often passionate people who care deeply and want that to be clear. Their caps lock key is their default setting. They don't know how to turn it off. Please turn the caps lock off. Yes, I can hear your messages from 2 continents away. Next, the anxious editor, or the dry message plus LOL combo. They send a message, then immediately soften it. The LOL is added hoping they don't sound too dry. They actually do. They're anxious texters who worry about coming across as harsh or uninterested. They add LOL or haha to create emotional cushioning, a signal that they're friendly even when brief. It's people-pleasing translated to text. I promise you, you don't need to add haha after the yes message for the nth time. I get it. The trend speaker or the chronically online brain rot person. I'm too old for this. I'm a cactus, and I'm too old for this. Their vocabulary is 90% internet slang and references that shift every few months. They are highly online communicators who bond through shared digital culture. Using current terms signals belonging and cultural fluency. They are often younger people or those deeply embedded in online spaces. If you don't understand what they're saying, don't worry. Neither do they. Skibbity phantom tax sigma hour loss doesn't make sense to anyone. Then there's the delayed responder, aka the serial left on read ghost. They read it, they meant to reply, they didn't, and now enough time has passed that responding feels harder than not responding. They are often overwhelmed individuals or avoidant communicators. They're not ignoring you out of malice. Responding feels like an emotional task they can't handle in the moment. They care. They're just stuck in the gap between intention and action. Or you're not in their priority list. You're not even in their notifications. You're in the void. The voice note sender, aka the unofficial podcast host. They could type 2 sentences. They sent a 7-minute voice note instead. To them, talking is easier than writing, and they have a lot to say. They are verbal processors who think better out loud. Voice notes feel more natural and personal to them, closer to real conversation. They're giving you their unfiltered thoughts, whether you wanted them or not. They could type yes, but instead chose to record their entire stream of consciousness. You need dedication to hear all of that. Last but not the least, the digital extrovert, aka the fake introvert. In real life, silent, won't say a word. You'd think they're mute, but in the group chat, they're giving full speeches. They become a completely different person behind a screen, where they can't be interrupted, where they can edit, where they have control. Text gives them what real conversation doesn't: time to think, permission to ramble, and an escape route if things get awkward. Meet them in person and they'll give you 3 words maximum, but online, they'll write you a novel about what they had for breakfast. And that's it. Your typing style is your digital body language. It exposes your emotional habits, attachment style, and unresolved issues. We are all different. Seek help accordingly. As for me, I am 3 of these, depending on how mentally unavailable I am that day. Comment which one you are. I will be profiling you.